can only watch it for the first time once. It'll be interesting to see what we catch and what we don't.
This is our only first time.
We know that it's a serialized show.
Did you ever play the video game Mass Effect?
Okay, Tolkien, chill
Putting
out.
some little breadcrumbs.
Jean Brede, Chuckle Nugget. This is where Babylon
Question.
5 is becoming Babylon 5.
We have the most incredible community out there.
Feels like we're going to continue to go down this rabbit hole.
I was right.
Just trying to put the pieces together.
I was right.
I'm the king, baby.
What? Are you kidding me? Here I go back to Dune, as I often
We're
do.
officially into it, Jeff. 100% so good. It was so completely accurate.
That was great. I love that.
Definitive ranking. I can keep watching this show.
I love it so much.
The year's 2026. The name of the podcast, Babylon 5, for the second time.
Welcome to Babylon 5 for the second time. My name is Brent Allen.
And my name is Jeff Akin. Brent and I used to be Star Trek podcasters. Then we watched Babylon 5 for the first time, and everything changed. Now we're watching this incredible series for the second time, because Babylon 5 is a series that you get to watch for the first time twice.
That's right. But Jeff, you know what we get to do for the first time twice as well?
What's that?
Search the show out for messages.
You're right.
And that is what we are doing this time around. We did it the first time around. We had some good ones back then. Mm-hmm. Maybe get some good ones now.
Maybe.
We're looking for those things that hold up mirrors to society, tell us how we can be better human beings to one another, or maybe they just give us hope that things can be better in the future. Now, that being said, this is our second watch. So for everybody out there who has not seen this show for the first time for themselves, this is your one and only spoiler warning, because anything from any point in the timeline is fair game for Jeff and I to talk about, not just in the timeline, but also within the franchise, in canon, extra canon, in universe, out of universe. It's all fair game for Jeff and I to talk about. So if you haven't seen this, turn this off. We would never tell you to do that except for in this situation. Turn this off and go watch the first one. We have a whole first one. Just scroll back up, go get it there. But this is your spoiler warning. Be warned, because we will talk about other stuff.
We will. This week, Brent, we're watching Walkabout for the second time. The first time around, we would make predictions about what the episodes were, knowing nothing about them. My prediction for Walkabout was that we're going to get the new Vorlon ambassador, but they're not going to show up alone. They're going to show up with a pissed off and furious Lita Alexander, because Kosh is dead, and it happened on Sheridan's watch.
Dude, that's literally the B plot of this episode.
Right?
Literally the B plot of this episode. Well done, my friend.
Sort of nailed part of it. What did you predict for this one?
I nailed the other part of it.
Look at that.
You had one half, I had the by our powers combined. Right? I said it is a literal walkabout, and it's going to be Dr. Franklin, and he's going to go deal with this crap. And after this one, we're going to start liking Franklin. Now, I would suggest to you that it is after this one that we started liking Franklin.
It was after it. Maybe not directly after it. But
You're right.
After it.
But I said that this is the one where I did say he's going to go get it under control and he's going to face himself. That actually doesn't happen for a few more episodes, but he is actually going out on a walkabout with all of that intent. And this is where he all gets going. So there we go.
Yeah, together we did a pretty good job. What do you say we take a moment and catch up on some of our highlights from our first time watch?
Ooh, I would love to hear what we said the first time around.
All right. Kudos to Ardelen and thanks to Ardelen for putting this together. Here we go. Previously on Babylon 5 for the first time.
Walkabout.
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 He called us a professional.
We're professionals.
Right off the bat, let me make some people's day. I'm going to say something nice about Dr. Franklin. He was right. I'm not on the train, though, of liking him yet. In fact, I'm probably not even at the train station.
He judged her. He judged her like that. And turns out it was actually medication, not recreation that she needed it for.
She's holding up the glass, right? And doing the whole looking at him, which I thought was brilliant filmmaking.
Yeah. Cool cinematography. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like, look, here's the broken Franklin and the sides of him. Like 10% of this episode was Kaylin singing. And then I look at my watch and I'm like, she's still singing. And then again, she's still singing.
Those songs that she sang were awful.
How, in the name of the maker, does dude walk down below and buy an orange? This whole series just lost all credibility. Not really. I dig new Kosh, though. I'm not going to lie. I like the look. They don't seem to be the extrovert that Kosh was, and that's saying a lot.
I've got to ask, though. His big thing was, did Kosh leave any of himself inside of you? And then turns out, oh no, he left himself inside of Sheridan. What do we make of, there's a piece of Kosh inside Sheridan?
Kosh said, as long as you're here, I'm here. Because Kosh...
Oh!
Yep. He transferred his Katra to Sheridan. We're going to see the payoff when Sheridan is on Zahadum and he's about to die, and then Kosh will burst forth from his chest as an angel and whoosh. Sheridan's of Orlon.
Sheridan's of Orlon. Jakar brought everyone together.
Yeah.
I mean, awesome conversation between Garibaldi and Jakar, where Garibaldi just called him out. And he didn't just bring the Narn Heavy Cruiser, he brought the whole gang.
Together we can achieve this. You know, on our own, they're going to eat us up. But together, where is the great egg? She's still singing. She put the song in it.
No, did you hear what she said? She put a clip of you at the end going, she's still singing.
Well, and you do such a great job. You do such a great job with these.
That's so fun. Dude.
Yeah.
Your prediction of he's going to get to Zahadum and then Kosh is going to burst forth from his chest. And that did not happen at all. But holy crap, what that could have done.
But Kosh he's the one that jump. Like, he was there with him because he was there with him.
It is true. Yeah. Way to pick up on that, you.
I'd have to pause really quick and just I want to highlight us, you and me, a little bit. Seeing these old clips of us. I mean, this is from years ago at this point, and you and I both have been on different health journeys. Dude, you look so good now. You've done great work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. More to do, but
hey, you know, I mean, it's these moments where we can look back and just be like, we did it, man. Like, it's good stuff.
Still got to work. Still got a lot of work to do, but I appreciate it. And you know what? You look good too.
Thanks.
You're in an entirely different place in life right now than you were back then.
Yes.
And what was happening in real life was very much affecting you there. And you did wonderful. Not masking it. You just were you in the middle of it and continued to be you. But there's a different glow about you these days.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's really cool. So
thanks for seeing that. And at the time, I was just being a professional, kept doing my job.
Listen. It's the whole thing from Top Gun. Like after Goose died, and what did they say to Matt? Just keep sending them up.
Yep.
It's just the best thing for him. Just keep sending them up.
But you got to keep doing. Yeah. I think another thing that you've worked really hard on is scouring the internet for cool things that JMS might have said about this episode.
My friend, you are a professional. That was a smooth transition. I like that one.
Thank you. What do you got on this one?
Yeah, there's a bit, a lot more than I thought there would be, to be frank. JMS says of this, he's like, this is of the final 5 episodes of the season, this is not at the top, but JMS's words about this episode, it ain't bad.
Okay.
I think that might be about where our estimation was of this episode. Like, I don't know that we ever said this was a bad episode. It was more of just, it was an episode.
Yeah.
Like, by the time it was done. And we also, because we had shadow dancing, we're like, shadow dancing did everything Walkabout was supposed to do.
And better.
And did it better. Right. Like, shadow dancing actually makes this episode a bit superfluous, at least as far as the Franklin stuff goes.
That's how I remember it. It'll be interesting to see if that holds up.
That is what we remember, right? That is coming off our first watch. We haven't done the second watch yet. So, okay, you and we've heard this, we've talked about this. There was a lot of stuff about whether or not this should have been shown before War Without End or after War Without End, and lots of people were very upset with us that we watched War Without End first.
You were.
We were following a different order at the time, but that order also included the order that was on HBO Max.
I don't remember.
Or I don't remember which one it was. It was whatever that order was.
Well, it was our good friend John Krikorian who
that was the other one too. Yeah,
recommended that we went with his view order.
Yeah, and to that, so somebody asked JMS, was this initially supposed to come before War Without End? And JMS said, yes, it was. They wanted to put Walkabout first, but that would have meant that War Without End Part 1 would be the only part of that duo, the two-parter, that would have aired during Sweeps Week.
Oh, okay.
So they pushed this one to after War Without End so that they could get War Without End in, and you didn't have to wait for the fall to start Part 2. They actually wound up flip-flopping not just the airing order, but also the production order. So they had to get it. So they actually filmed War Without End prior to filming this one, and they put War Without End. So what is the actual correct order? Honestly, probably watching War Without End. If you really want to go by it. However,
look at us doing it wrong and doubling down on doing it wrong.
Well, but somebody then asked us if the order was going to be corrected in the future, right? And he said no, because it doesn't make that much of a difference.
Yeah.
And so here we are. It doesn't make that much of a difference. We're just sticking with our original order. One more before now. I have a few more that we'll get to when we get into the show. But do you know the name Erica Gimple?
I don't.
So Erica Gimple is the one she's the lounge singer in this one.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't.
She was one of the cast members from Fame on Broadway.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So she's coming in pretty legit.
Yeah.
And that's actually her singing the songs and stuff like that. So songs that, by the way, we know JMS wrote, and we'll have more on that later.
I want to do a quick impression of Erica Gimple. So they say, hey, do you want to come? We got an audition for you to do this thing. And there's some singing in it. And she's like, oh, that sounds really cool. I like the idea of that a lot. And then they go, yeah, so here's the song. And she's like, okay. Okay. And then they go, and here's what it pays. And she's like, oh, yeah, cool. Sign me up. That's probably how it went. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just that's how it went. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Well, Jeff, why don't we see exactly how it went? Why don't we jump into this episode and watch it, my friend?
Yeah, it's time. Hey, thank you for joining us. If this is your first time, thanks for being here with us. We love it. Every episode is someone's first time, and you've chosen a heck of a one to start with. What's going to happen from here is we're going to pull up the episode. We're going to watch it right here, right now, and you're going to come along with us. If you're on YouTube, you're going to see the cut-up, edited reaction-style video that you see on YouTube. If you want to see the full and the unedited version of that, you can go to our Patreon page. There are links in the show notes, and it's at
patreon.com/badnerds.
And if you're listening to us on an audio podcasting app or whatever you're doing, don't worry, we're not going to leave you out. Jeff and I are going to have lots of conversations over the course of the video. We don't want you to miss that, so we're going to have that audio in there for you as well. And then, of course, we'll be back for the conversation on the other side. Jeff, let's watch an episode.
Let's take a walkabout.
Accessing file.
Non-heavy cruiser? This is intolerable! What guarantees will you give me that the cruiser will not open fire
None.
on a Centauri vessel as it approaches Babylon 5?
Absolutely none.
It's the same guarantee I gave when I said that none of the other Narns would break into your quarters in the middle of the night and slit your throat.
Forget it, Baldy. You have never given me that promise.
You're right.
Bingo.
Sleep tight.
I like seeing Londo get us come up. There's Lita, your prediction.
All right there.
Vorlon transport carrying a new ambassador just came through the jump gate.
The Vorlon Tron ship.
And it was
Captain
a
wants to convene a meeting of
different
War Council this afternoon.
ship than what
Figured
we've
I'd give you
seen
a heads up
before.
on it.
Yep.
Thanks. The way the day's been going, I'll take whatever advance warning I can get.
With everything that's been going on around here lately, he just needed to get out a little, stretch his legs a bit, so he took a walk.
Oh, I remember
Forward
this.
Cargo stabilizers.
This is Sheridan doing Sheridan stuff.
Yep.
He has no business doing this as the station commander.
And her response
None.
says everything. She's like, we go again.
But he's out there like captain's prerogative. I feel like he's going on his own little walkabout out there.
Right?
I feel like he should have a few more anchors and tethers.
There's
like,
magnets.
OSHA approved stuff.
Sure, it's fine. Magnets never just stop working. It's all right.
The ship stopped and went up and go, I'm going to look at you up here now.
Hello, Captain Sheridan. That's what it said.
I don't think that said hello. I think that had there's a reason it was written in a alien dialect, because I don't think we could put that on TV otherwise. Okay, real quick, help me out just because I want to make sure I have names right. Kosh Naranik was Dead Kosh.
Yes.
And Kosh Olkesh is Kosh 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes. Or at least, I don't know if it's Kosh Olkesh, but it's Olkesh. But we never hear Olkesh in this series at all. He says in this, we are all Kosh, and then we never name him again.
I can tell you, I'm almost positive that I have, because I have the complete collection of the action figures. Mm-hmm. I'm almost positive that I have a Kosh Naranik and that I have a Kosh Olkesh.
Okay.
And we know how accurate the things on the toys are.
They're they're canon. And so who said it in here? Yeah, Ben says it, and I've read this as well, that Naranik is a title. Like it's not like a surname or anything like that.
Okay, like it's like ambassador or something like that. Okay.
Dr. Franklin hasn't been in or out of his quarters in 3, almost 4 days.
Has anyone seen him lately?
No, got Garibaldi worried. Ever since he resigned MedLab, he just hasn't been the same. He's in a lot of pain.
Damn, I should have gone to see him.
Oh, so they say he actually resigned MedLab.
I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
I was floored.
I mean, he just looks menacing from go.
Yeah.
Did JMS have any comments on that you caught?
Welcome to Babylon 5, Ambassador.
He did, but it actually wasn't something I was going to bring up. But just since you asked, he talked a bit about like where they got the new designs for the new suit and everything like that. And it's just he had somebody design them, and like there was just some updated ideas that he had from having the first one in there. And he also mentioned that, like they updated the headpiece with how it works. There was there's nothing intentional about the color of the eye or anything like that. It's just what happens with this particular one. But he does mention that there's no reason to think that a single Vorlon goes through his entire life with just a single encounter suit. That they
makes
can
a lot of
have
sense.
multiple encounter suits. So
it'd smell really bad.
Possibly. He also mentioned, we just saw Lita on there. I find this a little humorous more than it kind of a little bit like, whoa, Jameis, you're throwing that out there. He says Pat Tallman has larger than normal eyes.
Okay.
Which I guess like he's like, that's part of why I cast her, because they're just a little bit bigger than the average normal person's eyes.
Hey, whatever gets you.
I got to tell you, when I saw her come on screen, I was like, yeah, she does, doesn't she?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Bear in mind, he and Pat Tallman dated for a while, so there's some personal stuff.
There's some stuff there, yeah.
Apparently, he digs large eyes. Get it, Joe?
It's his thing.
Get your thing. Listen, I ain't shaming.
John Sheridan, this is my second commander, Susan Ivanova.
Thank you for coming.
I wish we could have.
He did mention that this Kosh's colors were more red and
Didn't know
green,
Ambassador Kosh as well as I might have wished.
not as much purple.
I'm not
as
sure
it seems.
anyone did, really. But we were enriched by his presence, and we are all diminished by his loss. How should I refer to you when we're alone? Kosh.
Ambassador Kosh is dead.
We are all Kosh.
JMS did say this new Kosh has a bit more of an edge to him.
Yeah, a little bit. I do find it interesting. You know, there's the whole trope, you know, of like, oh, so this thing got blown up or this person died, and then we have a replacement, and then we just call them the same thing, and it's like the Defiant blew up. Well,
I don't know, what's her name? Chick on Bewitched, Samantha.
Yeah.
Oh, look, here's her new husband. He's also Darren.
Yeah, it's not Dick Sargent, it's Sargent. But this is set up that way. Oh, we're going to call you the same thing. You're going to stay in the same place. We're just going to pretend you're the same person. Had they not updated the encounter suit, it'd just be like, oh, he died, I guess.
Well, hold on. So this occurs to me, I've never really thought about before. What is the Vorlon government? What is that like? How do they have how does the Vorlon government communicate if not through their ambassador person?
You would think that's how I mean,
do they send an email?
They use their minds.
Right. Like, exactly. How is the government, like, who are we talking to in their government who's giving us instructions? What do we call, do we have titles for the people in their government?
Right.
Do we, apparently, because Naranik's a title, right?
Dear Vorlons. Like, is that what it is?
I guess.
Well, he's a Vorlon, all right.
Yep.
I feel like in a way, like they're all worried about Franklin, and that's nice and kind. Also, can't dude just take some time?
You'd get around to looking for me. How'd you find him? You know, as a foundationist, I was always taught that if you're not careful, you can lose yourself in the world. You get too busy with things.
You lose yourself in the music, the moment.
In your days and nights, living someone else's agendas, fighting someone else's battles, and you're doing the work you're supposed to be doing, but every day there's less and less of you in it all.
Suzanne tells us to watch Garibaldi trying to open his oat bar.
Okay.
Come to a fork in it. And because you're distracted, you're not thinking.
You had a very big problem with Franklin just getting an orange from down below.
Right.
Yeah.
And the rest of you, the really important part of you, goes left. And you don't even know you've done it till you realize. You
They grow them in hydroponics,
like
it's a thing.
Who you are when you're not doing all those things.
Stephen?
I realized I didn't have any idea who I was when I wasn't being a doctor.
Ben says it's an orange-colored spoo ball.
To avoid facing that. Now I gotta fix it.
How?
By going walkabout. You just leave everything and you start walking. I mean, the Foundation adopted the idea from the Aborigines back on Earth. The theory is...
I do love that they don't just try to co-opt this idea, like this tradition of walkabout, but say we adopted it from this other group of people.
Yeah.
Like yes, we're doing it. Yeah, it's not like, hey, I'm just kind of dropping in on doing this thing that I thought was kind of cool. But it's no, like, this is a thing we do, and we got it from these folks over here. Like, I think that's actually kind of cool. They give that shout out there.
If you separate it from yourself, you start walking, and you keep walking until you meet yourself.
You know how crazy this sounds? You're a doctor, a scientist.
And?
And what?
Exactly.
Uh-oh. Dude, we got a little Darth Vader action going on here.
Where? I'm sorry. I wasn't here. I was doing what he told me to do.
They didn't have me on the call sheet for that day.
He wasn't with me when I left. Not even a piece of him. I swear.
Okay, so here's something I don't think we ever get the full extent of. And this maybe Council Chamber tells us out because this may be something that's in the books. Or maybe I'm just forgetting it. Lita clearly had a role within the Vorlon government, or at least with Kosh here. Mm-hmm. She had a job that she was supposed to do. We do know that sometimes Kosh, now we never, I don't know that we ever saw Kosh embodying Lita, but we definitely saw him like
transferring something.
I mean this in the literal sense of the word, not in the juvenile sense of the word.
I'm going to keep that in mind because I know what you're going to say.
He was filling her up, not filling her up, right? Like he was basking her. Like for what it appeared to me was she was just like on drugs with him. Like she was basking in his light. She was doing that whole thing, right? But there's this whole thing now about she was supposed to have a piece. She's supposed to be there. She failed in some mission. What was that mission? Do we ever really find that out? Do we know at this point?
We do. And I think it might even be in this episode we find out.
We just don't know right now in this moment?
Exactly.
Okay.
What she was supposed to do is what Sheridan ended up doing.
Which is carry a piece of Kosh?
Hold a piece of him.
And why didn't she have her piece of him?
Because she wasn't there.
Why does that depend on proximity?
Because she
Put
goes
a piece in her and let her be.
He goes in and out of her. He doesn't leave a piece. He hasn't left a piece in her.
Well, that seems like a failure on Kosh's part, not Lita's part.
Well, she even said, I was doing what he asked me to go do.
Yeah. Unless when she's carrying it's not because it doesn't work like this with Sheridan, but I was going to say, unless like when she's carrying a piece, it's kind of a Gould type situation where he sort of controls her like that. But that doesn't happen with Sheridan at all.
I don't know that it's that he controls. I think it's just he's kind of along for the ride.
Yeah. So again, why doesn't he just have a piece of him in there all the time and just let it be?
I don't know.
So again, this was more of a failure of Kosh, not Lita.
I would agree. Because if she's supposed to be there to catch him, she should have been there.
If
he sent her away.
Right. But also, she's not been there for most of whatever because she's not been in the cast.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just, whatever this guy is expecting of her
is unrealistic.
It's unrealistic and it's very unfair, and it doesn't seem like it's anything near what she's. But it does seem like she has an understanding of what her role and her job was supposed to be, because she seems to. I'm now taking this with you. I mean, she's on that. Is she on that attaché level, that Veer Lanier type level with him? It doesn't feel like it's exactly the same, but.
I think that what they have are jobs. What she has is like an obligation.
Yeah. And I see a lot of people saying that Kosh knew that his death was upon him and so he sent her away. Unless that's in a book or that's extra canonical that I haven't found somewhere, that seems like something that's just headcanon. Like
I would say that given his resistance to Sheridan, he didn't know he was going to die until that moment.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm with you on that. So although I can very much see that this new Kosh coming in has unrealistic expectations, and she is kind of getting railroaded here, and this is not okay the way he's treating her.
But he probably expects his attaché or aide or whatever to be there all the time.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm gonna have this.
That drum machine's in the pocket.
Last kiss, so turn down the light. I will be here in your arms for eternity. I remember the first time you touched me. I remember.
I'm simply going to say this.
Okay.
This is not my style of music.
Okay.
I mostly don't like this because this is not my style of music. I've tried my best to get on Joe's good side, not piss him off.
Yeah, it hasn't worked.
The fact that he really likes the way these songs turned out, and I'm like, yeah, no, not good. I'm going to just leave it because it's not my style of music. Maybe if this is your style of music, you'd be like, yeah, that's actually really, really good. To me, it sounds like my 10-year-old daughter wrote these lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It has the same kind of pacing. It has all that. I've heard AI songs better than this one today.
You're getting so close. You're getting so close to what's actually wrong with this song. Keep going.
But the biggest problem I have with the song, it goes on too long.
Yes.
It just goes on too long. Like where I paused it should have been the end of the song. And then we move on. Now he wrote a song. He wants to get it in. He wants to whatever. I understand that. The song's done. Move on. That's what to answer Texas A&M Shock's question directly. What I really don't like is it's just too long. And I recognize it's just not my style of music.
It's too long. And it's not only that it's too long, it's that it goes nowhere with its length. There are different places a song can go that when you have a longer song, you change it up, right? Like at some point, unless the point of it is to be numbing. And here's where I'll make the case for this song. It's background music at a bar.
Yeah.
Right. And so maybe it shouldn't be the most engaging music. You're just trying to sell more beer or whatever, yoo-hoo that's there. But this is what's wrong with it. It's highly manufactured. Now, manufactured music is par for the course nowadays. If you hear a song on any popular whatever thing, it's manufactured. There are 4 to 9 credited writers on it. There's people actually going through and like manipulating how they do the beat, the key, there's an actual like beat that is catchy.
Yeah.
That happens. And if you listen to so much pop music from the last 20 years, that is the vocal pattern of the hook. It's always over and over again. But they change it up as the song goes on. Here's the thing. The manufactured music that they have today is catchy and like has a hook and you're kind of into it. This is manufactured music that is literally white unbuttered toast. There's nothing to it. Mm-hmm. You've got a clear drum machine sitting in the pocket, no soul whatsoever. You've got a bass buried in the mix that might be the best part of the song actually, but you can barely hear it. And then her singing's fantastic. Like it's beautiful, but it is the same thing. If you looked at a waveform of her voice, it would just be solid. Stand by. We'll be right back. Are you ready to take your Babylon 5 for the first time experience to the next level? With our exclusive Patreon, you'll get access to all kinds of cool stuff that you can only find there. Our recording notes, unedited reaction videos, an exclusive Discord community. And you can even be listed as a producer of the show. Plus, we even offer exclusive meet and greets and hangouts. You won't find this kind of experience anywhere else. Get all these amazing benefits, plus the opportunity to interact with other fans from around the world. It's being part of a huge community where everyone shares the same appreciation for Babylon 5. Subscribe at patreon.com/Babylon5First. That's the number 5 and the word first to get access to these incredible benefits. That's patreon.com/Babylon5First. We can't wait to see you there.
For the last play, for the last play that I directed.
Yes.
Okay, this play featured it's centered around a woman who was an award-winning gospel singer, top touring band of the 70s and 80s. Mm-hmm. Because I just needed almost white noise transition music. Okay, I needed something that would just be like, hey, this is what her song was. we didn't have licensing rights to use other songs.
Right.
So I used AI real quick just to throw something together, you know, and I don't love doing AI. I really don't, you know, but I'm not creating a song and an album that is actually meant to do anything or say anything. It's not meant to, none of that is what's happening. It's just meant to serve, it's more like set dressing for the show, you know, only it's audible. That to me is honestly what this song is like. And I know JMS says that the lyrics are supposed to be with what's going on in the thing, but again, it just goes on for way too long. And you're right, it goes absolutely nowhere. Now, JMS says about this, he wrote both songs and he likes how they turned out.
Okay,
cool, man. I'm not trying to wheeze your geese or whatever, man. Like,
dude, I've written songs that I love and they're horrible.
Listen, I will tell you, as a creative person, some of the stuff I'm most proud of, some of my favorite things I've ever done, are the least popular things I've ever
no
made.
one cares about
But
them.
I love them. You know, but JMS also says he can't read music, so he has to, quite embarrassingly, go to somebody who does read music, and in this case, Christopher Franke, who did the music for this. JMS wrote the lyrics, and he's like, he has the melody in his head, so he has to go hum the melody to a music person, so they can then translate that to go be. So imagine JMS sitting in front of Christopher Franke, like, here's the lyrics and here's what the melody is supposed to sound like.
You know what,
Christopher
though?
Franke's like, let's put music to it, okay?
Frankie would be all about that because that's what songwriting is.
Yeah.
You sit in a room and it's so often I'm like, yeah, so we go in there and it's going to be do back and they're like, no, more of a you need more of that. And you're like, yes, now I get it. It's how you communicate when you're writing songs. So he did the right thing. He just probably didn't do it well. There is a language to it. Shall we finish this song?
Yes, please.
See, it came up, but it just immediately came up and just settled back into another. Like it didn't go anywhere different.
She still looks like Jennifer from Deep Space Nine to me.
Kinda.
Yeah. Not exactly, but like I gotta look at her and be like, is that? No.
Okay. Got the upbeat ride cymbal going.
Where's the drums on stage? Where are the drums on stage?
Oh, it's a drum machine. They're not making any bones about that. They also have a sax player, but there's no sax in this song.
I will tell you, as a front of house artist, this mix is awful.
It's so bad. A drummer did the mix on this.
JMS said that they wanted to release this. Some people wanted him to release this on a B5 album. And he's like, I'd have to add like 30 seconds each to make it like AirPlay compatible, and I'm too lazy to do that. Listen, dude, can we just talk about how awful that microphone looks?
Yes. As soon as it came on screen, I'm like, oh, God, no. Like, that's nothing. It looks like roll-on deodorant.
You're not wrong.
Here's the other thing wrong with that song. It's not the song that's the problem. It's this whole scene. Nothing happens except that song for, how long was that? 14 hours.
Yeah. Listen, what that reeks to me of is, I wrote this song, I'm really happy about it, and I want to put it in the show, and I'm just going to throw the song in there.
Yeah.
Rather than let it serve the story, we're going to carve time out of the story to put this in here.
Franklin getting a drink, sitting down being like, oh, I'm interested, could have taken 8 seconds.
Yeah.
And been fully satisfying.
You know, Mr. Lanier, since I'll need a translator, you'd be an asset.
Of course. I would be honored.
You'd be an
There's a second
asset,
part to this
and Marcus
experiment.
isn't on the call sheet, so... Yeah.
Even if we succeed in jamming one of those,
It also looks like Lanier is sitting there looking at him
may not
going,
have the
you
firepower to destroy
freaking
it.
butthead. I hate
Any of you could send along one of your ships as escort.
Only the Jatok is capable of a mission of this nature. I will have to discuss this with her captain.
Fair enough. Delenn?
Consider it done.
Anyone else?
I need a cut to Lanier just giving him like stink eye. Look at Kosh there at the meeting.
Oh, you see that look of disgust on her face?
I do have one concern. We do not know how strong a telepath has to be to jam a shadow vessel, or how many are necessary. Lita is a P5. She may not be strong enough.
I agree. If you're determined to go through
Is
with
she,
this,
though?
I recommend some backup. Bring along a couple of
P5 with some
telepaths on the other ship if it looks
Vorlon
like things aren't
juice.
working.
P5
Bring them into
asterisks.
range, see if it makes a difference.
I'm trying to minimize the risks.
You're not minimizing anybody's risk if you don't bring back solid information. This way, we'll know exactly what we need to shut these things down.
I agree.
Good. All agreed, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
The ayes have it. The War Council has spoken. You'll do it our way.
At least we know they're still following Robert's rules
right
in the future, right?
Steve.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'm Kaylin.
Kaylin?
And I am proud and honored to make your acquaintance.
I like Kaylin. I hate her song, but I like her.
I like the rainbow, like, prism look on her. Now, here's something I do remember from our first watch, Jeff. The whole thing about the Walkabout is you get out, you just start walking until you find yourself, and you sit down and you have a conversation with yourself.
And there are multiple Franklins right there.
Right, but you and I also really thought that him finding her was him finding himself.
Yeah, within someone.
And in a way, talking to himself by talking to her.
Yeah.
And turns out that's not at all what it was.
Nope.
But
we're en route to Sector 90 by 110.
Can't mistake that voice.
There have been 3 shadow attacks in this area.
He's been so many things.
The odds are good they'll hit again soon. The second we hear anything, we'll jump to normal space. I'd feel better about this if we had a few more ships, but we can't wait any longer.
Now I keep looking at her eyes.
Right? Me too.
And she just kind of like, it's almost like like she's a little amazed all the time. Yeah, I really liked this. I talked about it the first time too, but like, see there, 2 Franklins, 3 Franklins, 4, 5, 6.
I have a theory that
But really,
light
the
passes
2.
through
I
us,
think we're really...
refracting our soul, mind, and body like a rainbow.
It's not right you live in here like this. You could do so much better.
Dude, you're so patronizing.
I am where I am, and it is what it is.
Maybe she's very happy with her life.
Look, I'm okay. I'm not a wounded bird.
I'm a musician, for God's sake. You're lucky I have a roof over my head.
Right. I wish there was something I could do.
There is.
What?
Medicine.
Medicine? That stuff is prescription only. It's a narcotic.
I know it. It helps me sleep.
Well, you could sleep a lot better if you didn't drink as much as you do.
Dude, he's just judging. He's right, but also like, wow. You just hooked up with this girl. Maybe you need to turn it down a little bit, man.
Look, you asked if there was anything you could do.
No, look, ask me anything else but that, okay?
Okay.
I need to be on a line of sight for this to work.
That's the second time in not so many weeks where we talk about you have to be on a line of sight. Have to be on a line of sight. I don't recall hearing that the first time around.
Comes up a lot through the series.
Lita?
But also, couldn't she just turn around and change her line of sight?
I think it knows we're here.
Lita!
Gosh!
Because he touched her, yeah.
Tore him apart. Burn, you bastard.
Yeah, it went from like, hey, this is kind of hard to you going down.
Mr. Lanier.
It's not moving.
It's crumpling.
Lita's souped up, man. She is.
Do it. Now.
All power to the forward
She
batteries,
is
Mr.
holding
Lanier.
that ship.
One focused, continuous
But
burst.
there's only one person on the ship, right?
Now.
Yeah, the CPU.
Yeah. So that's really the only thing she's having to contend with is that person.
More power to the weapon system, Mr. Lanier.
I think it'd
See
be
what it
interesting
takes
if
to
she
kill
didn't
one
get
of
the
these
blood in
things.
her eye until
I'll
the
have to
ship
take
got
the jump
hit.
engines offline.
Oh, because
but
of
if
the
I do,
connection.
we won't be able to make a jump for 20 standard minutes.
Proceed.
I like that Lanier gave him information and then let him make the cut.
Keep it going, Mr. Lanier.
I'm all right. I just need a moment.
Get her a tissue.
Right. Maybe a glass of water.
I feel like we should see stuff on her back. Like they should show us that to see, like, she has marks on her back from something, or, you know, uh-oh, she's doing the thing.
Yep.
Can you
Sometimes you do what you got to do to survive, man.
I could feel it shifting around in my mind, trying to slip away. I tried to stop it, but I think it got off a distress call before we killed it.
How many telepaths do you have on board?
3.
There are 4 of those ships.
We'll do what we can.
Are they line of sighted? They position.
I
the
swear
ship?
that guy looks like a Grey Council member to me.
Dude, how species is of you? He's his own person. They don't all look the same.
Kind of all look the same. Yeah, man. This is the superiority of angled beds.
Can we fire?
Weapon system at 60% of normal. Not enough to hurt it.
If there's anything you can do, now would be a good time.
All right, here's a question. Does line of sight work over video?
I don't know.
Like, if I'm looking at you,
right? You're in my
do
line.
I have line of sight of you?
I'm going to say for sci-fi, yes.
I can't get through.
Shadow vessel locking on.
There's a part of me that thinks her acting is atrocious, but I'm also, how do you act telepathy?
She's better at it than Talia was, though.
Bring us around, fast.
I also think they got better at writing it as the show went on.
This is Jakar to White Star. Are you all right?
Yes, for now. Thanks for coming.
Oh, I'm not on the Jatok, Captain. And I brought some friends.
It's the birth of the ISA, right?
Jakar moving it forward. We should really track this, those moments that the races come together, building up to it.
Mr. Lanier. They did indeed.
We got an indeed.
I know. And so every time I hear that word, I'm like, indeed.
And so it begins.
And so it begins.
Yeah, I pretty sure.
Did she just hear that? Or did she just remember that? Does she actually have a piece of him in her?
No, but I think she's keyed into the piece in Sheridan.
Did Sheridan just hear that then?
He's not keyed into the part yet.
Oh.
Wake up. Wake up, Kaylin. Kaylin, come on now.
Did she OD on it?
Kaylin, you hear me?
Or did she not get it in time?
Come on, Kaylin.
I feel like she didn't get it in time.
Either way, Franklin, like this is the worst case scenario for a one-night stand.
Right.
Like,
no, really, she stole it out of my jeans while I was sleeping.
I'm not. Just making sure that she's
I know I'm a
okay.
drug addict, but I didn't give her anything.
Right.
Okay. We've got her on a metazine drip now.
Metazine? Are you out of your mind? That's what put her in here in the first place.
Doctor, it wasn't an overdose.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I saw the vial in her hand. I found her unconscious on the floor.
The vial hadn't been opened yet. My guess is she used your identicard to get the metazine from a local dispensary because she couldn't afford it anymore. Then she came back to her quarters and passed out before she could use it.
Passed out from what?
The pain.
Lack of it.
I'm sorry, I thought you knew.
Knew what?
She was diagnosed with terminal neural paralysis a little over 2 years ago, just before you got here. Incurable. She took it pretty hard. She had a pretty good career going back home as a singer. Dr. Kyle handled the diagnosis.
Dr. Kyle! It's shout out.
Why, why wasn't I told?
We assumed she'd gone back to Earth. We don't generally track patients after they leave here. And what she's still doing here is anybody's guess.
She's doing stuff with Franklin.
How much time does she have left?
Given her current condition, 6 months, maybe 7.
So again, Franklin being all, you deserve better. She's living her best life right now, man. Look at her, even now. She's like, I'm good.
How you doing?
You see, they give me the VIP treatment.
So who's going to pay for all this? Is Franklin paying for this out of his pocket? Does he have the ability to just comp it? Like,
not since he resigned.
Like hell.
That's when he's like, actually, leave of absence. I still got my benefits then, right?
Right.
Yeah, but we are all gonna die from something, huh?
She called him hun.
I just needed something to help me get through the pain. And that's why I took your card. Don't send me away, Steve.
Steve.
I couldn't bear it.
You give her whatever she needs for as long as she needs it, all right?
You're not my boss anymore.
Right. You can't tell me what to do.
You're sure you're all right?
I'm fine.
Well, I'd still like you to stop by MedLab and let them take a look at you.
All right, I will. Excuse me. I told you I don't have a piece of cash. But it's possible. I don't know for sure, but it may be. Someone else does.
Song number 2.
That was a weird transition. Like him looking up and then it starts like... Is Okeefe going to start busting this song out? This is
the
a better
microphone
song.
really throws me off.
What?
Microphone really throws me off. This is a better song, is that what you said?
Yes.
It's mixed better.
Yep, exactly. There's vocal modulation and differentiation. And again, there's more than one Franklin.
Okay, here's the thing. I could see that last song, JMS, Joe, buddy. I could see that last song being a legit song. I could. If that was my style of music, if there was an album and that's what the sample was, that could be legit.
Mm-hmm.
That first song,
no.
I can't get there. I just can't get there.
Yeah, no way.
It just there's just something that's, I don't know. Yeah. There's no life to it, you know. And I know I talked about that AI thing, and I don't think when you listen to that album, there's some of the music really slaps. The lyrics are really kind of funny. You know, they're meant to be funny. All of that's true. But ultimately, it's very vapid and there's no life to it.
There's nothing to it.
Like it's not, this is not something to put out. Like it's literally just, it serves a purpose and that's it. That first song is like that. But the second one,
yeah,
I gave you some kudos on that one.
It's pretty all right. You know, over in our council chambers chat, we say this quite a bit, but just to remind everybody, if you are a council chambers tier subscriber, you get invited to our recordings. And they've been talking for quite a while through this episode about what this episode actually is about. Brett, we had the assessment that this was a waste of time because shadow dancing really did the thing. I think that they agree that shadow dancing did the thing, but this, like, you don't just come out of the addiction that he was in.
Yeah.
This is a step on the way.
Yeah.
And
to that point, one of the things we slammed Late Delivery from Avalon for was how quickly dude gets over his thing.
Yep, exactly.
And then moves on. And the idea that Franklin would just come in one episode, just get over it and be done. Now, I will give the convention, hey, this is TV. We've only got so much time. We've got to get stuff together and then move on. Like I will give that as a convention, but I am glad that this is something that sticks around for at least several more episodes before it gets resolved.
Exactly, which I think is good. I mean, they condensed an entire Civil War into 2 episodes, you know, and so, I mean, we are complaining about the thing we complain about in a real way. But I think on top of, like, him needing this progress, Texas, Anlashok in the chat, I couldn't agree more, says that what happens here is Franklin is reminded why he became a doctor. He lost that when he lost himself.
Oh, interesting.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I dig
that.
Did you have anything else on this you wanted to hit or any messages that you got out of it?
There was one from JMS I wouldn't mind talking about.
Oh, yeah.
He says this. He was asked a question, when is a walkabout a legitimate choice? And when is it just a cop-out? He said, when you're more afraid of what you're running to than what you're running from. I thought that was an interesting answer. I'm not going to amend what he said, but there is something that I tend to say, which is whenever you're leaving a certain situation, you should always be going to something, not running away from something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Be moving to a new opportunity, not running away from, you know, whatever manager I have here or now. Like, no, I'm going to listen, this thing sucks that I'm in the middle of this, whatever. I've got to get out of here. I'm going to go get a new job. When you get the new job, cool. I've got a new opportunity to go do something now.
I think of a really good friend of mine who is in a relationship transition right now.
Yeah.
And that's a conversation like that they've had where it's, yeah, I'm leaving this, but it's because I want this thing over here. I want me over here.
Yeah.
And that's such a healthy way of looking at it, is because when you're leaving the thing, you left.
Yeah.
Now what do you got?
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes you need to leave to get out of a situation that you're in, but you're going to something better. It's really just a way of framing it is really what it comes down to. So I do like that. Yeah. Franklin's journey is not done yet.
Right.
I will say this. Franklin's walk. This is where titling an episode after something like Walkabout does a huge disservice to the episode, because Walkabout was only the Walkabout thing was probably only maybe a third of the episode.
Well, to be fair, I'd say the Walkabout was only mentioned. The Walkabout happens in shadow dancing.
Right. That's very fair. There are so many more important the new Vorlon ambassador that we get. This whole thing about Kosh having a piece of him gone. Like, that's the mystery really of of what's happening here, right? What Lita's able to do to be able to go like the power of Lita with her Vorlon superpowered scything, even though she's just a lonely little P5.
Right.
Right. You kind of imagine this is exactly what would have happened had it been Talia with the Jason Ironheart souped up powers, right? They're just giving it to her through a different method, right? that really is more of what this episode was about. But when you title it Walkabout, that's the thing you focus on and for what the episode is. And that's rather unfair, I think, to the episode, unfortunately, because the Walkabout portion, and okay, let's talk about that for a second. What did Franklin learn outside of remembering why he was a doctor? What did he see in himself? What did he see for himself in meeting this lady?
I think, and this isn't my own original thought, this was in the council chambers chat as well, but I agree. As he was just being patronizing and judgy and all of that, he was talking about himself.
Yeah.
So it's kind of going through that process of, like,
and I think our original interpretation of this episode was not too far off. This was he found himself in the person of this lady, right?
Yeah. It just wasn't the himself he needed. He needed first.
Or was it?
But he didn't need it wasn't the last one he needed. Something.
A little bit of writing and it could have been, but I'm glad that they're going to play something. And Suzanne says she doesn't think that he really learned anything yet. And I might disagree with that. And maybe he didn't learn anything, but maybe he should have.
He had the opportunity.
Yeah. So
I think changes like this happen through pieces, series of epiphanies and revelations and pieces of things. And this was part of one of them.
Yeah. But I do think ultimately, even if he realizes or doesn't realize it, he did get a look at himself as an addict and somebody who is chasing drugs. Now, it turns out she was doing it for literally survival reasons.
Right.
For him, I'm sure it felt more like survival, perceived survival.
Yeah. I think over in the chat, Suzanne and I are agreeing with each other. And she put it, what I said, they're learning in pieces. You know what I would actually title this episode?
What's that? Shattered
Pieces.
Ooh.
Because we get a piece of Kosh. We get pieces of Franklin. We get a shattered shadow ship. Like, I think that would have been better than Walkabout.
It's too bad our time ship is out of order right now, because we could go back and help that out.
Got to refresh the ZPM. I had one message that I picked up in this one, and it's a small one, but I think it's powerful. Check in on people.
Yeah.
Don't wait to have that conversation that you're wanting to have with somebody. You think about them, pick up the phone. That's the whole thing shared. So much of this, I won't say could have been avoided, but could have gone differently if Sheridan just said, "Hey man, how you doing?" like he wanted to do, but he didn't.
You know, Delenn says over in our chat, and I think this is actually rather astute. Part of the lesson is not everything is for him to fix.
Oh my God. Yes.
Not everything is for him to fix. And I don't know that this is where Delenn was going, but I'm going to go with it here. He brings Chickie, I forget her name, to med lab to get treated. And he's not the one who has to treat her.
Right.
Frankly, he's not the one who gets to treat her. Now, he kind of he throws some instructions out there and they'll listen to him or not because he's who he is. But ultimately, it's Dr. Hobbs and it's somebody else. And what has Franklin's whole thing been? He has to do this himself.
Yep.
If he's not there, he doesn't do it. It doesn't get done. He has to do it himself. He has to do it. No, dude. You have a team. You have a team.
Very capable team.
Yeah. And you got to let them do it. And I think that's a big piece. So
I think letting people do things like that, letting go and stuff is hard to do. And I think it's an important lesson. And we're going to see some of that now as I let go, Brent, and let you take on this incredible responsibility of ranking this episode. It's very heavy. This is where, you get to add to the objectively correct, the immutable ranking of all the episodes of the third season of Babylon 5. I get the joy of guessing about where you're going to put it. And this is a tough one. I'm going to pick lower middle-ish, and I'm going to start at number 12. I'm going to say number 12, we got Ceremonies of Light and Dark. 11 is Matters of Honor. In 10th place, A Day in the Strife. 4th place, Voices of Authority, actual Chickie. And then in number 8, we've got Seek Transit where, Brent, does a Walkabout go within our top 15 that we have right now?
So this is going to come down to two things for me.
Okay.
One, enjoyment of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's not super high. 2, importance of the episode. And that's a lot higher for me than it was the first time around. Not really because of the Franklin stuff,
right?
But really because of the other stuff, right? So I'm looking. I think you're in the right spot. I'm looking at Sick Transit Veer. I really enjoyed that episode. We're not touching that one. Let's put down Voices of Authority, Chickie's episode. I still enjoyed that episode.
Yeah.
I really like. I mean, it just speaks to the strength of this season that we're all the way down in the bottom parts of the show, and it's still like those are strong episodes. Then there's A Day in the Strife, Matters of Honor, and that's where I'm kind of looking here. And then I look at Ceremonies of Light and Dark, which we just saw not too terribly long ago,
right?
And I didn't hate that episode.
No.
And then I see Late Delivery from Avalon, and I still didn't hate that episode. I didn't love it, but I'm making a guess, Jeff.
Okay.
On our first watch, Late Delivery from Avalon was bottom, and I think we had a blank space, and then the next one was Walkabout. Is that true?
I'll tell you after you rank it.
Okay.
I have it queued up because it is.
Because Late Delivery from Avalon got a little bit of a glow up on this one.
It did.
I think this one's going to get a bit of a glow up, depending on where it was in the first one. I'm not entirely sure. You won't tell me. But I don't know that it's going to get as much of a glow up as Late Delivery from Avalon.
Okay.
If I put this up against Late Delivery from Avalon, which one am I going to watch again? Frankly, I think I'm more interested to watch Avalon again.
Really? Wow.
I think I am.
Wow.
I think I am. Again, the metaphor. I very much appreciate the metaphor, but also all the other stuff that goes along. Sheer enjoyment. Garibaldi and the post office guy, you know, Knight Jakar.
Yes.
I think I enjoy that episode more. People are freaking out right now.
They are.
I apologize if anybody just crashed their car.
Just know the world has not ended. We're
Right.
okay.
No,
we're all okay.
This is just in that spot. But you know, as important as all the other stuff was, the new Kosh and the Lita on the bridge, while I think that was all important and that was good to see, I don't know that it was enough to overcome just the enjoyment. Like, this was an episode. So to me, this becomes our new number. Oh gosh, Jeff. Here's the thing. Below Avalon, we have an episode called Exogenesis.
We do.
I don't mind that. I kind of like that episode.
I did too. Like, it had redeeming qualities.
Jeff, this is our new number 15. It's better than Convictions. It's better than Convictions. I'll watch this before Convictions, but I think just in sheer terms of episodes I enjoyed more, I'll take Exogenesis over this one again.
Wow.
More so than just because of the music. But that's a big part of it.
It's also the microphone.
I'm going to place it in my completely accurate, definitive ranking at number 15.
Wow. Well, you were correct about our first time ranking. 22 is Avalon, Blank Spot, Walkabout, number 20.
Yeah, I figured that. Where was Convictions? Where'd that one wind up? Was that right above Walkabout?
It was number 17. So it goes Walkabout in 20, Ceremonies of Light and Dark in 19.
Okay. Also got a glow up.
Exogenesis in 18.
Okay.
Convictions in 17.
Whoa. If you leave Exogenesis in stasis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ceremonies and Avalon both got big glow ups.
Yeah.
Convictions went down.
Mm-hmm.
And Walkabout's going to stay in stasis. Like,
yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I think that was a pretty good spot where we had it the first time around. Is that to say it's a bad episode? No, it's not a bad episode. But when I compare it to all the others,
it lands there. It's where it's ranked.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's interesting, and we've explained it a couple times, but part of the reason that we have the blank spot in the ranking from the first time around is we took the two-parter, War Without End, parts 1 and 2, and ranked it as one single episode.
Well, wait a minute. Let me back that up, though. When we did it, didn't we take Avalon, when we watched it at episode, 13 or 14, and immediately put it at 22?
Yes. Yeah. And so basically,
there's
those things like
blank space.
Yeah, we got to the part,
and we just filled in the blank spaces, and then because we combined it, there happened to be we had the blank space above Avalon.
Yep, there's an empty space right there, and we're going to find out next week if we do the same thing, because Brent Walkabout we're wrapping up, and next week War Without End, we're going to watch parts 1 and parts 2 at the same time. Together.
Yeah, we caught flack last time for not watching them together.
We did, but we were super intentional. Voices in the Wilderness. This one, like,
what did we say last time?
We're gonna
For
watch it?
first watch them separately, stop and talk. Every other thing, watch them together.
Yep.
And here we are.
So do you remember what you thought the first time we watched War Without End?
Jeff, that was a phenomenal episode. It was so good. And you know what was so great about it was it dovetailed so cleanly into Babylon Squared.
Right.
That you almost felt like that's exactly the way that JMS planned it from the beginning. However, that's not how he planned it from the beginning.
Nope.
But I think what you see is when he did Babylon Squared, he anticipated having Sinclair. And then when Sinclair left and Sheridan comes in, things start to change. I think without this story coming back into play, Babylon Square would have just gone off into oblivion.
Yeah, just a thing.
But now we connect it back to that episode. And man, I love a good time travel. I'm a sucker for time travel that loops it and doesn't change history. Right. And that's exactly what this one does. And it goes back and redefines what we saw. Here's one thing I definitely remember. I remember not caring so much for Jeffrey Sinclair on our first watch.
Correct. We did not.
But when we saw him here,
it felt so good.
It felt so good. It's like, that's our captain, my captain. Like, for whatever reason, I cannot explain why we suddenly just loved him. I love Zathras in this episode. I know people get so annoyed at Zathras. I am a big Zathras fan, and I loved having him here in this episode. And we get the explanation of the 3 versions of the one, the Trinity of the one, which unlocks so much more as we go forward. Yeah. Does it really unlock that much more? I don't know. We'll talk about that later. But that's what I remember from this episode. I just remember really loving it all the way around. And there's a reason we put it at our number 1 spot. How about you, Jeff?
Same. I love this thing. This episode will always stand out for me and our first-time viewers because this was the first of my landmark predictions to come true. And I lost my freaking mind when that happened. But I think, so just as a head, like I've done my scouring of the internet for the stuff that JMS had said. And to your point, the fact that Babylon Squared, he talks a lot about what he had to do to like connect the things, even though stuff changed. And it's just, it's incredible what he, and yeah, like if you're going to be like, we are and others are and be kind of nitpicky, you're like, oh, there's a thing that's not the same. But if you're just watching,
oh, Dylan's hand is in the wrong spot and she's wearing the wrong color clothes.
Yeah, it totally goes, and it's not at all important at all. This will stand for the first time watch as one of my absolute favorite episodes of the entire series.
It's such a good thing. And I got to tell you, though, Jeff, I'm really curious where it is going to land on our ranking, because I think it's not going to be my prediction is it's going to rank lower than where we had it the first time.
Okay.
Because while I think it's a phenomenal episode, we also know the weight of this episode and what it actually means in the overall story for where we are versus some of the other top episodes right now and what's still to come. And I think it may lose some points for that because of where we know this goes on a second watch.
We'll see.
Although it's a phenomenal episode.
So good. And we're going to find out next week what exactly does happen to it. You don't want to miss that. It's an episode that you want to stay tuned for. So make sure you're subscribed wherever you're watching or you're listening. If you want to see the full and unedited version of it ahead of the time that it releases for everyone else, you can get that at our Patreon page, patreon.com/badnerds. It's in the show notes. If you want to click a link, there's also a ton of other stuff on there as well, and including being invited to our recordings if you're at our council chambers tier. But the one thing you can do, if you really want to help us out, the calling of your heart is to return something, give back to us a little bit, is to share the show. And what a great time to share it. Check out War Without End, parts 1 and 2, with these two yahoos who like to watch old sci-fi and have a good time doing it. So until next time, I'm Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes, Brent, what's up?
Jeff, we put a lot of thought and time and effort and some of our most creative moments into these little outro bits.
We do. That's true.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think I am.
Go for it, man.
Do you remember when you told me you love me? Do you remember when you told me you cared? Now I, standing on the edge of forever, And for the first time, I confess, I'm scared.
You sound like a drummer singing.
Do you remember when you told me you loved me? Do you remember when you told me you cared? Now I'm standing on the edge forever, and for the first time I confess I'm scared. 'Cause it's our last night, our last kiss, so turn down the lights and hold me. Oh, lie to me until I believe I will be here in your arms for eternity. I remember the first time you touched me. I remember the first time I cried.
Love you, baby, but I will say goodbye. Know you, baby, and I... Oh, hear you.
I mean, we're not some deep space franchise. The station is about something.
And everybody left, didn't they?